YouTube is home to millions of glow-up challenges. If you want to be inspired by the way a girl transforms her life in 90 days, 30 days, 7 days, all by doing her skincare, eating better, cleaning her room, and getting her nails done, then you have a treasure trove of resources. But how long do the results of these challenges last? Certainly not a lifetime. When I was younger, I would watch these challenges when I felt underdeveloped. I would look at my lifestyle and think that I wasn't eating well enough, my room was a mess, I hadn't showered in a hot minute, my skincare and makeup routines needed an update, and my fitness habits had a lot of room for improvement. I would watch these videos, then, inspired by these influencers, I would embark on my own glow-up challenge. I'd clean my room, get strict with my diet, take a shower, buy some new skincare, watch some new makeup tutorials, and force myself to do an exercise routine every day before I went to bed or before I went to school. At the beginning, I would always be full of enthusiasm. But eventually, like all things, my energy would taper off and I'd be back to ground zero, feeling dissatisfied, messy, and disappointed in myself after having dropped every good habit I had formed. This would become an endless cycle of glowing up. I wanted to transform myself every time, but the long list of changes I needed to make would quickly burn me out and the healthy changes would slide back to before, one by one. But then, I realized that glowing up was a marathon, not a sprint, and I committed to embarking upon a permanent, lifelong glow-up. A glow-up that would not only transform my outer appearance, but would transform my inner appearance as well. That, fairies, is the purpose of this permanent glow-up series, for you to learn the beginner basics of every aspect of glowing up that needs to be tackled, week by week. These videos, accompanied by my favorite recommended resources, will start out with teaching the foundations of fashion, skincare, hygiene, etc., then will eventually transition to a transformation of your spirit, your social life, your academics, your romantic relationships, and more. To complete this permanent glow-up, you must commit yourself to a thorough analysis of yourself, your lifestyle, and the kind of woman you want to become. And I can't wait to see the finished results. Keep watching if you're ready to begin this journey. Let's go. Welcome back. If you're new around here, my name is Kenzie Faye. I post self-development videos about fashion, faith, and my travels abroad. Today's video is all about the beginner basics of finding your style and taking that understanding and turning it into a permanent glow up. There are literally only two things that you need to know to always look your best. Always. The first, color. Color is the most important contribution to giving off a beautiful impression. Many of you have probably heard about color theory in the form of seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. I was referencing Nuchka Rees and her blog post on color analysis, which I'll link in the description below. The season that you are is dependent on two things. First off, the undertone of your skin, whether you're warm and golden or you're like cool and ashy toned, and the shade of your hair, i.e. is your hair lighter colored or is it darker colored? If you don't know what undertone your skin has, one way to know is by looking at the veins on your wrist right here. If your veins are more so on the green side, then you're most likely warm tone, versus if you're more on the blue-purple side, then you're probably a cool tone. And the way that you can very easily tell what shade your hair is by using a black and white filter. My hair is a lighter shade than my black shirt. My face is a slightly darker shade than this white shirt. When you're at the store and you're thrifting and you're buying clothes, just take a peek at an item, take out your phone, turn on a Snapchat filter or whatever filter, black and white. If the shade of the item matches your hair or your skin, that's how you know that the shade is going to be very flattering on you. One thing to note is that color theory exists on a spectrum, so you can always be between the seasons. Don't let the season that you assign to yourself dictate colors that you must wear or the colors that you can wear. Finally, to kind of close up this color section, my recommended resource for this is Alexandra's Girly Talk, her video on the art of color. I highly recommend. It's this one right here.
I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless. I feel diluted. My heart's been...
The second half of this video is contentedness. This is confidence, this is comfort. When it comes to fashion, confidence is from the outside in. If you turn around, you look at yourself wearing an outfit and you smile, versus if you look around and you find yourself kind of eyeing it and looking up and down like,
ugh, brother, ugh.
then you probably don't like it, and you probably don't look that good in it. You could find something that's a better color, a better shape, better whatever. Listen to your gut. To determine just how content you are in an outfit, ask yourself these 5 questions before you buy anything. Number 1, the moment you saw yourself wearing it in the mirror, did you smile? Hi, okay. One example of this question immediately being answered, I went to go visit a friend, and now she lived in a place called Dongguan. While I was there, we went shopping. I put in these earrings that I'm wearing right now. I just immediately was like, these look kind of nice. And then I turned around. My friend and the lady that was running the shop, and the moment that they saw me wearing these earrings, they were like, yes. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. You need to get them. For some reason, these earrings just seem to compliment me. And it's instances like that that tell you that it's good, that you should buy something. Number 2, does the color of the item make you look brighter, vibrant, healthy? This is also very intuitive. One example for me is my green pants. It made me look so much more vibrant and colorful, and I'm like, this is my vibe. The biggest compliment I ever got when I was in China was, you look like Christmas. And I was like, I love Christmas. That's crazy. And so ever since then, I love red and green. Dyeing my hair red and getting green pants is just an example of when you put on something and immediately you're like, I look so vibrant. I look so alive. Number 3, is the fabric and the fit comfortable? Or do you feel like you're constantly adjusting or itching? Comfort. Okay, this one's hugely important, and the shirt that I'm wearing right now is an example of that. When I was in China, I went to Uniqlo and I bought this like heat tech turtleneck. It's very comfortable, it's very fitted to my body. So because of that, whenever I go out and I'm just wearing this and this, I can feel comfortable knowing that nothing's gonna get on loose, nothing's itching me. I know that I'm very comfortable. Now on the other hand, here we have the princess top. Okay, this is what I call it. I got it years ago. I liked it because I'm like, oh, you know, it shows off my collarbones, right? So it's a very flattering like angle aspect. But on the negative, I'm constantly adjusting it, you know, trying to make sure that the band stays low enough. And I have to just kind of like pull it to make sure it's under the ladies and not like on them. This little tag right here sometimes itches. I just gotta, it's just, she's not doing it. 4, does it highlight a favorite part of your body? Like your chest, your waist, your legs, your neck, your collarbone, etc. I love this top. Why do I love this top? I mean, it looks like it's covering up everything, right? Like what could it possibly be highlighting? Bam. I was having a real backless moment when I was in China around the end of my semester. I just think it looks nice, and I always feel so great whenever I wear it. 5th and finally, does it align with an aesthetic or two that makes you happy and represents the kind of person that you want to look like and the kind of person you want to become? I really want to have more of a streetwear aesthetic. In middle school, I basically wore whatever I could wear in my closet. But in high school, I was really into the whole elegant. People would literally be like, oh, I thought you were the principal because I heard your heels from the hallway. But then this past semester, I started really getting into streetwear. My family came up to visit me just this past weekend. That was when my brother and we got matching t-shirts. So he's got one, I've got one. I like this shirt a lot. My favorite purchase of 2023, my Air Jordans. They are the most comfortable shoes I have ever purchased and worn in my life. Okay, so that's why this t-shirt and those shoes are a great example of buying something that aligns with the aesthetic that you want. Speaking of aesthetics, let's jump right into me planning my next aesthetic. For all 5 of these questions, notice how your body shape and your weight have literally nothing to do with this conversation. That's because they do not matter for you to dress vibrantly and beautifully. It is your aura that makes you an attractive woman, not numbers on a scale or the amount of chub on a torso. Okay, now I'm not like a particularly aesthetic person. I have made vision boards before, but usually they're like very purposeful and less aesthetically pleasing. And honestly, that's probably not going to change, but that's okay. I can live with that. The principle of it is I just want to kind of put together a vision board of the kind of aesthetic that I want to have, the kind of clothes that I want to have. Knowing that information will make it a lot easier whenever I go shopping. So in the past, I've used like Canva to put together stuff like this, but today I'm going to be using this new app that I downloaded called Vision Boards. and I am just going to kind of put together a very basic collection of stuff. And I've already kind of gone through and found some inspiration for some fits that I like. I'm just kind of gonna add them all. Oh shoot, what should I do for the last one? Nope, I'm gonna blur out all of this. Oh my gosh, this shirt. The Jesus Has Risen shirt. So yeah, super easy. You know, I've already put together the kind of vision board that I like. I really like bright colors, which is why I included this one. I love having a cute little purse. I do, in fact, have a really cute purse. Let me grab it, actually. This one. And it is such a cool purse. I got it when I was in China. I was just at a shopping mall there. It was like $10. This is something that I got from, we had like a Chinese event and I was emceeing for it. And then this was a gift from one of my Chinese friends. We played volleyball together throughout the semester. Next up is this one, and I mostly added it because I love the pants. The next up is this one. I have been drooling after this company's t-shirts. They're called God Inspires. They make these really like aesthetic, really cool Christian clothing. The next up is this one. This one is also from God Inspires. I love the song Another on the Fire. Next up are these. I have wanted a pair of these glasses for years. And then these gold hoops. I already have these gold hoop earrings. It's a very like intricate and sparkly kind of gold earring. So I kind of want to get more little thick hoops. And then next up, these are fits that I found on Instagram. Just love the big top. It's very maximalist. It's very K-pop idol. So yeah, that is what it looks like to put together an aesthetic board to kind of identify the kind of outfits that you want to put more into your closet. As you look at this kind of board, you'll see some similar things throughout it. Like for me, it was gold jewelry, sunglasses, big tees, big pants, and sneakers. It represents that I'm kind of over my phase in high school where I was trying to be
my most elegant self.
I really like the streetwear aesthetic because it's casual. It's friendly, it's down to earth, and it's colorful and it's vibrant. We're gonna get to the conclusion of this video. Thank you so much if you're still watching by now. You're amazing. I'm gonna give you some recommendations about my favorite resources if you feel like you wanna dive even deeper into this whole fashion journey. First off, I highly recommend Alexandra's Girly Talk. Next up is, this one's actually a Korean YouTuber. Her name is Haini, or Hyein. And then third and finally, a favorite recommendation of mine is Dear Peachy. In conclusion, color and contentedness are the keys to looking beautiful. I can confidently say that color is the #1 thing when it comes to fashion that can set you apart and really improve your sense of style. You could be wearing the wackiest outfit, but if the colors are coordinated and they match your skin, they match your hair, you just overall look cohesive, they'll look good. If you're wavering or you're kind of feeling iffy on something that you're trying on, don't buy it. Don't waste your money. There will always be another cute piece out there that speaks more to you. Remember, think abundance mindset, okay? Finally, always remember that fashion is intuitive. Color is intuitive. Listen intently to what your eyes and your heart says to you, and you will not regret your purchase. This video is actually the first in my series that I want to start putting together, which is a complete beginner's guide to a permanent glow up in XYZ, every aspect of life. Fashion is only the first step in a very long process that will help you feel beautiful for a lifetime. In these coming months, we'll be working from the outside in, starting with fashion, going to skincare, makeup, hygiene, till eventually we're talking about the truly important things like faith and relationships and friendships. So if you're really interested in getting onto a solid path for self-development, like and subscribe and hit that bell notification to be updated on the next installment of this series. Thank you and bye-bye.